The year is 1954. The place, Marcilly-sur-Vienne, France. 8 construction workers reported seeing a disc-shaped object sitting on the ground. Standing nearby, they saw a small humanoid wearing a helmet. On September 30th, 1954, at about 16:30 hours, 8 construction workers of the quarry of Marcilly-sur-Vienne told a strange event. At this time, the witnesses observed near them a mysterious craft and its passenger. Georges Gady, chief of the building site and main witness of the event, advised. Gady and his workers were busy pulling sand and gravel from a quarry near the road near Marcilly. Everyone was at his workplace, some with a mechanical shovel, others with a hoist. Gady was on the sidelines, closer to the end of the quarry. He was the first to see the machine, a device of circular shape surmounted by a dome, apparently equipped with blades similar to those of a helicopter. The machine was standing motionless 1 meter from the ground, the blades turning very rapidly. It did not land on the ground. A man of small size, 1.50 meters to 1.55 meters approximately, wearing a helmet of opaque material on the head, resembling scrambled glass, dressed in a combination of neutral tone, booted with booties. It stood next to it. He had in his hand a kind of big revolver or a pipe, and on the chest a very brilliant disc, emitting a jet of intense light. No one in the quarry, which lies below several meters from the road and the surrounding grounds, had seen the apparatus arrive, and no one heard it. Everyone was busy at work, and the machines that worked at the same time were very noisy. Gady said, "The machine remained there for a half-minute, enough time to be able to examine it. The site supervisor is an excellent draftsman. His first reflex, after his astonishment, was to run to the tent of the site to get a paper, a pencil, and draw the sketch of the extraordinary machine and its occupant. But my legs were stuck," Gady said, "and I could not take a step, nailed to the ground certainly by the effects of the luminous ray emitted by the man." Gady was at that moment about 15 meters from the craft and 2 meters below it. He saw it from below. The machine, it should be pointed out, was at the entrance of the quarry, on the edge of the excavation, 3 meters from the road. On this road came a truck which came to get a load at the quarry, driven by a Marcilly, who saw the quarrymen look towards the entrance of the shipyard, and he also looked. He saw something gray that was not there usually. This thing rose in the air. Gady also told us. The man climbed back into his craft without I being able to tell by where, and then the craft rose vertically in jerks and a noise like the jet engines of fighter planes. At 200 meters of altitude, roughly, it emitted a fog that completely concealed it and disappeared before our eyes. That's it. Moved to the vicinity of fear, then men tacitly shut up about their adventure of the afternoon, when in the evening they found themselves in the small restaurant of Pintrest where they take their meal. It was not until much later, around 7:30 p.m. or 20 p.m., that they decided to speak, alone. I would not have said anything. If I had been alone, I would never have said anything about it, said Gady, for fear of being the laughing stock of the country. The site supervisor had gone to the edge of the quarry to see whether the craft had left any traces. He hoped to find some burned grass, but there was nothing like it, only the grass soiled and trampled by trucks. The 8 men, 7 of them at least being 30 years old, are sympathetically known in the area where they have been working for some time, and there is no reason to suppose that they have attempted to set up a huge joke. Gady drew from memory the silhouette of the craft and its passenger. His comrades, René Augier, André Burrois, Andrés, Georges Lubanovic, and Maurice Dubris, in the presence of the sketch, affirmed, "It is this shape that the apparatus in question had." The craft could measure 4 meters, 50 in diameter and 2 meters in thickness. It was great. My take. This story was translated from French and is not a perfect translation. I would almost think this was a weirdo in a helicopter except for the size of the pilot. Resources: ufology at Patrick Resort.